This is News 3 Now at 10.
First, we have breaking news. A body has been recovered from Lake Kaganza tonight. Around 7:15, the Dane County Sheriff's Department says the recovery operation was suspended after making the discovery. Crews had been searching for a man who had jumped from a pontoon boat this weekend and didn't resurface. The city of Columbus is discussing the future of a controversial statue of the city's namesake.
It comes a few weeks after a Columbus high schooler's petition to remove a Christopher Columbus statue gained momentum during a time when similar statues are coming under fire nationwide. Maddie O'Neill, a Columbus native, by the way, live following a committee meeting in her hometown with the very latest. Maddie?
That's right. It's nice to be home. Tonight, city alders had the option to schedule a vote for the removal of the statue, and they did just that, planning that for the next city council meeting. In tonight's meeting, we heard some heated discussion about whether the statue should still be here.
I do not think that we should have that statue out there.
Abby Adams, a Columbus high schooler, started the petition to remove the Christopher Columbus statue from its perch on Highway 16 coming into the city, not wanting what he symbolizes to represent the city, something other young people speaking at the meeting are getting behind.
And the city of Columbus is beautiful and kind and welcoming. Why should that be overshadowed by an old statue with paint chipping and overgrown with weeds and ideals of the past?
Others at the meeting point to preserving the statue's history.
And we are in favor of keeping the statue because Christopher Columbus was a very decent, strong, pro-Native American person, and he is indeed a hero, and we have to be proud of that.
Give it plenty of time to think about what you're going to do, and do it with a lot of thought and a lot of deliberation, which is not happening right now. I don't think the allegations are true based upon what I know.
Adams says whether or not Columbus was single-handedly responsible for the atrocities now associated with his name.
He definitely did set a precedent for how our country treated millions and millions of Native Americans. And I think that by having that symbol outside of our city that has Christopher Columbus outside, that's not setting a good tone for what our city of Columbus is like.
While some want quick action on the statue, others are asking for more time.
And if we go ahead and in a panic mode, strike down everything like it's happening throughout the country, we may be sorry for that later.
City alders say part of the reason for scheduling the vote as quickly as next Tuesday is to prevent it from being taken down illegally, with the mayor saying he's aware of some threats made to the statue. If the council does vote to remove the statue, the next step will be to decide what to do with it.
Maddie, thank you. Mississippi is officially ditching its state flag, which contains a Confederate symbol. Governor Tate Reeves signed a bill this evening that retires the flag the state has been using for more than 120 years. The move comes 2 days after state legislators voted to get rid of the flag in reaction to massive protests for racial justice swept the nation. Mississippi was the last state to feature Confederate insignia on its flag.
There is a difference between monuments and flags. A monument acknowledges and honors our past. A flag is a symbol of our present, of our people, and of our future. For those reasons, we need a new symbol.
Now a state commission will come up with a new flag design, which will be put before voters in November. The future flag will feature the words "In God We Trust," while the Confederate emblem will be gone.
There's a new push at UW-Madison to keep the Abraham Lincoln statue on Bascom Hill. It's in response to recent demands to take it down. The college Republicans of UW-Madison launched a petition to oppose a group of students who had called for the removal of the statue last week. They said President Lincoln was publicly anti-black and does not represent emancipating slaves. This new petition says, quote, "While we certainly admit that President Lincoln is not perfect when examining him under today's moral lens, erasing our shared history does not lead to progress," end quote. The college Republicans said in a press release they condemn racism and prejudice in all forms. The president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, Michael Johnson, asking a state board to consider adding a statue of Vel Phillips to the Capitol building. Phillips was the first African-American in the country to be elected to a statewide office, the first African-American woman to graduate from UW-Madison Law School, and the first African-American judge here in Wisconsin.
Well, it was a very warm day, and more is on the way. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at your first warn forecast.
Right now, we're in a bit of a pattern. Warm and humid conditions, plenty of sunshine, and a few showers popping up. As we look at our time lapse from the day with our WIC TV Skycam, of course, we did see plenty of sun, a few clouds passing through, but no rain for Madison this afternoon. A nice sunset passing through just about an hour ago. Temperature-wise, we're still in the upper 70s. Dew points are in the low 70s, so it still feels very soupy outside, even as our temperatures drop overnight. We may have some low-lying fog early in the morning, as temperatures will be pretty close to our dew points to start the day tomorrow. Right now, our Doppler is quiet. We do have an isolated shower towards Fond du Lac, but nothing really developing overnight. Temperatures will rise to the upper 80s again tomorrow and then drop back close to 70, rising into the 80s again as we head into Thursday, and those dew points staying pretty steady in the 60s. So a nice little curve for the next 48 hours. This weekend, though, will be even hotter outside. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead for the 4th of July in just a few minutes.
All right, a developing story tonight. Madison police say they found several shell casings at Elver Park tonight after a reported shooting. This happened about 5:45. Police say several casings were found in the parking lot nearest the playground. 2 vehicles are suspected to have been involved. They say many people were in the park pavilion when it happened. However, they were uncooperative and unwilling to provide statements.
Around the state, around 600 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed today, as we near a total of 29,000. The good news, of those diagnosed, nearly 80% of them have recovered. 5 more deaths were also reported today, bringing the total to 787. An employee at Gray's in downtown Madison has tested positive for COVID-19. That's according to a Facebook post from Deja Food Group. To help prevent further spread, the group will continue to require employees and vendors to wear masks. And going forward, the company will also require customers to wear masks except when seated. And the Great Dane says 2 of their employees, one at its Fitchburg location and one at its downtown location, tested positive yesterday. For that reason, the company says it has closed indoor dining at both locations until all other potentially impacted employees can get tested. Both locations have been deep cleaned.
The Vintage Brewing Company's Capitol East location has been temporarily closed after an employee tested positive for COVID-19. The Madison Brew Pub will stay closed until the facility is properly cleaned and sanitized. Vintage said all of its employees have since been tested for the virus, adding that staff must test negative in order to go back to work when the location reopens. Due to the latest increase in COVID-19 cases in Dane County, the Middleton City Administrator says City Hall will not reopen as planned, but instead remain closed to the public indefinitely. Administrator Mike Davis says the library, visitor center, and tourism department will also be closed indefinitely, but the library will continue to provide curbside service. A Milwaukee alder plans to introduce legislation this week to require wearing masks in public spaces to limit the spread of the virus. The legislation that is being called MKE Cares will closely resemble the mask ordinance that was approved for the city of Los Angeles. It comes as more than 70 Milwaukee businesses are calling on the mayor and common council to require masks to be worn in public spaces.
The COVID-19 death toll in the U.S. now stands at more than 127,000, and coronavirus infections are surging in much of the country, with 37 states reporting rising numbers of infections. Nancy Chen reports.
Infections have spiked in several southern and western states over the last 2 weeks. Florida is up almost 227%. Arizona, 83%. New cases in California are up 74%. More than a dozen states have paused or rolled back plans to reopen their economies.
We're not going back to normal anytime soon.
New York and other northeastern states are now requiring a 2-week quarantine for travelers arriving from other parts of the country. And no Americans will be welcome when the European Union's airports reopen Wednesday. The EU has banned nearly all non-essential travel from the U.S. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
Most European citizens have been barred from entering the U.S. since the middle of March.
Top Trump administration health officials say the country should move to safely reopen schools. That's despite dire warnings to federal lawmakers over the uptick in new cases. The nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, expressed concern as he and members of the White House Coronavirus Task Force testified before a Senate panel.
We are now having 40,000+ new cases a day. I would not be surprised if we go up to 100,000 a day if this does not turn around, and so I am very concerned.
During the task force briefing, the vice president said mandates on face coverings should come from state and local leaders, despite calling on all Americans to wear one. The new free trade agreement between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, USMCA, goes into effect tomorrow, replacing NAFTA with a new trade deal. That was a key campaign point back in 2016 for President Trump. The USMCA includes new provisions for digital commerce, more stringent rules of origin for auto parts, and new minimum wage requirements for certain auto workers. The deal was signed by the three countries' leaders back in November 2018.
An appeals court decision years in the making will drastically change early voting in Madison. Before yesterday's ruling, the city was holding 6 weeks of in-person absentee voting before the election. Now it will be down to 2 weeks. Republicans who drafted the laws that were being challenged say this decision is a win because it creates uniformity across the state between small and large municipalities. The clerk here said it may be uniform, but it's not fair.
If we have further restrictions on options for casting your ballot in person, then that's going to create longer lines, like the lines that we used to have in the city-county building that were sometimes 4 hours long. If you're working multiple jobs, you don't have 4 hours to stand in line to cast your ballot.
The clerk is anticipating mail-in ballots to still be popular this year, but she said it doesn't work for everyone, which is another reason why she is worried about this decision. Political experts also warn this could have a disproportionate impact on people of color who typically have to travel farther and wait longer to vote.
Still to come tonight, the reward for information leading to an arrest in an alleged downtown hate crime is doubled. Plus, we'll meet one of the two finalists vying for the Madison School District Superintendent's position. Stay with us.
Feldco season is here, and the signs are all around us. Like free installation on all windows, siding, and doors, and no interest for 1 year. It's time to jump on that home renovation project, and free installation all from the comfort of home. That gives you time to make the most of your Feldco season.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why, no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Merida, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Welcome, Pump 15. How you doing?
Great.
Would you like a car wash?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Were you wearing your seatbelt today?
I never wear my seatbelt.
What do you think that guy on that post up there would say if you wasn't wearing your seatbelt? We're going to get him. We're going to get him real good.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello, sir. How you doing? It takes 1 second to strap a seatbelt on. Well, let's do this. Let's do it together.
Okay.
All right, let's do that. I want you to get the rhythm of this. There you go.
Done.
Now, don't that feel better? Click it or ticket.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again.
The open road is open again. And wherever you're headed, Choice Hotels is there. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Happy 4th of July Super Sale, happening this week at the Brothers Maine. Come in now for more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We make upgrading your home more convenient at Maine with up to 18 months of 0% financing and expert-free delivery. Get more at the 4th of July Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction. And happy birthday, USA, from the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Another hot and humid day is on the way as Chris Reese looks ahead to our holiday weekend forecast.
And parents, you know how hard it is to get your kids to socially distance. We'll have some advice on setting up safe playdates this summer.
We'll see you starting at 4:30 Wednesday.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
There is It's now a $10,000 reward being offered for information leading to an arrest in connection with a hate crime investigation in downtown Madison. Last week, an 18-year-old black woman said she was attacked by a group of men who sprayed lighter fluid at her and lit her on fire. The Center for Combating Anti-Semitism, in partnership with the Meisel Family Foundation, is offering a $5,000 reward. That's in addition to Madison Area Crime Stoppers reward of $5,000. The Madison School Board voted unanimously yesterday to end the district's contract with the Madison Police Department. Now there is a similar effort in Verona. A petition to remove police officers from the high school has several hundred signatures. It says officers in schools cause marginalized students to be afraid and stressed. It says it's essential to make sure schools are safe, but that safety can be achieved without police officers.
The coronavirus is impacting businesses, big and small. Airbus, the European aerospace giant, has announced plans to cut 15,000 jobs after the disastrous impact of the pandemic. Now, the majority of those losses will be in France and Germany, but downsizing will also take place in the UK, Spain, and other sites around the world. According to Airbus CEO, Airbus is, quote, facing the gravest crisis this industry has ever experienced. In Madison, a local cafe says it will be closing next month. According to a Facebook post, the owners of Good Food Low Carb Cafe on Cottage Grove Road says between COVID and pretty extensive vandalism to the property there, this year has just been too much to withstand. Last day of service there will be Saturday, July 25th.
Tonight and tomorrow, parents and staff have the opportunity to learn more about the two finalists for the MMSD superintendent position. The two were announced last week, Dr. Carol Kelly and Dr. Carlton Jenkins. Tonight, it was Jenkins' turn to lay out his plan for the district.
And I'm very glad to be back home. And I say home because this is where I started my administrative career in 1993. I was at Madison Memorial High School. I went to UW-Madison and received my master's degree after coming from Mississippi Valley State University, a historical black college university. And then while I was here in Madison, I continued and finished my doctorate degree here as well.
You'll be able to watch the other finalist, Dr. Kelly, tomorrow at 7:15. It, too, will be streamed live on the district's Facebook page.
The Dane County Sheriff's Department says it is joining forces with the U.S. Coast Guard this weekend for the annual Operation Dry Water campaign. Boaters can expect to see increased enforcement cracking down on boating under the influence. And Dana, we want everybody safe on the water. Spread out, be smart, but boy, it looks like a scorcher for the holiday weekend.
It really does. It's going to be hot outside. It's going to be humid. A great day to get out on the water, but you want to stay safe and keep your distance and also drink a lot of water. Please make sure you stay hydrated with some high quality H2O because it's going to be very hot and very humid outside. We'll stay in the upper 80s through Thursday. The humidity sticks around, so very soupy, very sticky through the weekend. And as we look ahead to your 4th of July weekend, our temperatures climb up even more. We'll be in the low 90s, which sounds very summery, but that is hot for southern Wisconsin even this early in July. Our temperatures overnight only dropping to about 70. We'll be landing in the upper 60s for overnight lows. Our skies will be partly sunny tomorrow with just a slight chance for an isolated shower thunderstorm in the late afternoon, mainly along the southwest quarter of the state. So Grant County, the edge of Crawford and Richland counties could see a light, quick pop-up shower. For Thursday, we will also be partly sunny. Another very warm day and very humid day. Again, a slight chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm late in the day. And then for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, those temperatures really do ramp up. Heat index readings for Wednesday and Thursday likely close to 90, if not into the mid to low 90s for Wednesday. Looking ahead to Thursday afternoon as temperatures will land in the upper 80s in the afternoon for our highs. Very likely that our heat index readings will crawl to the low 90s. Our 6 to 10 day outlook continues to trend well above average with our temperatures models really aligning, really agreeing that our temperatures will be trending into the low 90s for the weekend. And in that 8 to 14 day outlook, likely that our temperatures could be trending close to 90 yet again. So we do have alert days in the forecast for the 4th of July Saturday and for Sunday because it is going to be so hot outside. A lot of folks will be getting out. Again, you want to make sure that you stay hydrated with water. Make sure if you're starting to feel lightheaded at all, if you're not feeling well, you go inside or get into some shade. And as you are spending the day out in the sunshine, maybe just a large sun hat or trying to cover up your skin with any sort of sunscreen, a good idea, because we will have mostly sunny skies, clear skies for both days. Temperatures tomorrow will be in the upper 80s for afternoon highs. Again, not dropping much for our overnight lows. It'll still be very mild and muggy, even early in the morning, with temps close to 70 for overnight lows. And throughout the day, we will have those partly sunny skies. Upper 80s for Wednesday and Thursday with partly sunny skies. We will be dry for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but it's still going to be humid outside, even without those shower chances developing later in the day. Plenty of sun for Saturday and Sunday, 91 degrees the high for both days. That's about 10 degrees above average. I know a lot of folks like summertime. In July, it gets very cold in the winter, so this is a swing in the other direction, and we want to be able to enjoy the summertime, but that is above average, so we can't preach enough that if you can make sure that you stay hydrated again with water, and of course wearing sunscreen with all that sunshine. UV is going to be pretty high for Saturday and Sunday.
You know, Mark, Kane and I have gotten a little discussion about winter versus summer. I'm like, oh, like this is short-lived. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, oh, remember winter? You know, and he's like, oh, no, I disagree. So
I mean, I love all the seasons. That's why I love the Midwest. I'm definitely more of a winter gal, but can't get out on the lake in the middle of the winter. Well, you can, but it's not quite the same.
Eric and I are summer people.
You see, okay, this weekend's perfect.
Yes, this is our weekend.
Nice and hot.
Thank you.
I like fall, too, though. The Packers, 4 weeks from training camp. Nobody really knows what it'll entail. Kenny Clark says that's been the hardest part of this offseason. Zach will detail it for us next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York.
Sometimes you run out of fresh at the wrong time. Luckily, Pick and Save delivery and free pickup make it easy to grab what you need, so you can get back to being you. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
From a checkup to an emergency visit, SSM Health is ready to provide the high-quality care you've come to expect. And all our facilities are prepared to keep patients safe, in person or online. We're here. Schedule a visit today.
Save big money on your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Over 45 in-stock Patriot lighting ceiling fans are 11% off. The Tisbury 2 ceiling fan has traditional styling with LED bulbs that use up to 86% less energy. $59.98 after 11% off. Status indoor-outdoor carpet is perfect for sunrooms, porches, and decks. It's durable, stain-resistant, and easy to install. All 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, US Cellular has your back with the Samsung Galaxy S25G. Free when you switch, plus no activation fees. Stream without disruption, capture and post without restriction, and do it all without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
I got your back, you got mine. Think about you all the time. Together we can come through. That's what love's made of. When it's made with love, it's made to be shared.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
They're the best-kept secrets of Madison's concerts on the square.
Hi, I'm Andrew Sewell, Music Director of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Join us as we get closer to the musicians who make concerts on the square something special.
Wednesdays on Live at 4.
gearing up for a big season. It's a contract year for the Green Bay Packer defensive tackle, and the 4-year pro is coming off his first Pro Bowl. So both he and the Packers are expecting big things. The only problem, nobody knows what this season will bring. Training camp starts in 4 weeks, but as Clark said on ESPN Wisconsin's Wilde and Tausch, there's not a lot of details on how camp and the season will go.
The thing is, nobody knows. You know, nobody knows. Like, every day is something different. So, just, you know, the coach, whether it's the coaches, whether it's, you know, people upstairs that's contacting us, like, nobody knows, you know, what's going to happen, you know, day to day. So, that's just the toughest part right now.
In 4 years at Wisconsin, Michael Dieter just did about everything for the Badgers on the offensive line. He started at left guard, started at center, and even left tackle. In fact, Dieter never missed a start. 54 games and a school record 54 starts. As a senior, he was named the Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year. He caught a touchdown pass against Illinois, and now Dieter has a spot on the Big Ten's all-decade offensive line. Speaking of the last 10 years, in the Big Ten Conference, only Ohio State has a better record than Wisconsin. Since 2010, the Badgers have won 102 games, 3 Big Ten championships, 5 division titles, played in 10 bowl games, and made the trip out to Pasadena 5 times. And minor league baseball announced there won't be a 2020 season, which means no Beloit Snappers baseball this summer. The Snappers released a statement saying, while we are disappointed we won't be playing baseball in 2020, our top priority is and will always be the safety of our fans, players, and staff. They went on to say, we are confident that baseball will return to Beloit. That's it for sports. We're back after this.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. This towel has already been used, and it still smells fresh. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load, and enjoy fresher-smelling laundry for up to 12 weeks.
Super Emma just about sleeps in her cape, but when we realized she was battling sensitive skin, we switched to new Tide Plus Downy Free. It's gentle on her skin and dermatologist recommended. New Tide Pods Plus Downy Free. Safe for sensitive skin with eczema and psoriasis.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
Now every hybrid vehicle in Toyota's lineup is available with 0% financing. With fewer stops for gas, Toyota hybrids give you the confidence to go farther. And with 0% financing, Toyota hybrids are even more thrilling. Enjoy more freedom in a Toyota hybrid. See your Toyota dealer or shop and buy online.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Home is dancing because no one's watching. Home is a reason to disturb the peace. Home is laughter. Home is where heads come to rest. A place to let go and a place to find again. At Stanley Steamer, we love home, and we know that a clean home is a healthy home. We're ready when you are.
There's time for adventure, there's people that treasure and moments that no one can hold. There's so much to see when you're wandering free on this little blue world we call home. We call home, the only one we've ever known.
Relax, unwind, remain safe and secure in a new bath, shower, or walk-in tub from Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Now during our summer spectacular sale, get a new bath or shower for only $49.95. Ask about great financing and call during this program for a free $100 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. And be sure to ask about virtual online estimates.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
We do want to get to some breaking news right now. Police are still on the scene of a reported shooting tonight at the Red Roof Inn on Hayes Road on Madison's east side near the interstate. The call came in around 8:30. Madison police say a man was shot, taken to the hospital for treatment. His condition is currently unknown. We have a crew on scene right now. We will have updates at channel3000.com and on News 3 Now this morning.
And here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with a final check of our forecast.
Temperatures are going to continue to stay in the upper 80s, so a very warm stretch for the next few days. Tomorrow and Thursday, we will be partly sunny outside with a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the late afternoon and evening. Friday, we finally hit that 90-degree mark. Partly sunny skies, humid but dry. We don't have any shower chances for Friday, nor for the rest of the 4th of July holiday weekend, but our alert days for Saturday and Sunday, due to those heat index readings likely climbing to the mid to upper 90s, potentially could feel like 100 degrees at times, with a lot of folks planning on being outside this weekend. You want to make sure you stay hydrated both days, and even as we head into the following week, temperatures are still going to be above average in the mid to upper 80s for afternoon highs, with a few more chances for showers and thunderstorms, but the pattern stays very hot and humid.
Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
Here's an idea on which we can all agree. We can still all agree on something, can't we? A statue honoring Vel Phillips, the first African-American to be elected in America to statewide office. Too easily lost in the debate over tearing down or moving monuments and statues some find hurtful, disrespectful, or demeaning is the importance of creating new statues that are historically meaningful and inclusive. The absence of significant markers prominently displayed paying tribute to the contributions of African-American leaders in Wisconsin is disgraceful and embarrassing. Let's have a debate over what existing statues should be removed. It's an important and necessary examination of who we are. But at the same time, let's also acknowledge the glaring gaps in our shared desire to honor those who have contributed so much to our state and our nation. Vel Phillips is an extraordinary and indisputable choice to start that effort.